Remember that they're changing my voice. So on the screen you see that Yahya Mayweather, who's Mayweather's daughter. Her name is Yah, like this satanic moon deity that people worship these days in large numbers. Okay, Yahya Mayweather and Mellow Racks, whose name is like Mellow Bucks. When I brought up the Marissa Dinapoli case, I made a whole playlist out of it. Marissa Dinapoli was stabbed to death, stabbed in the back by her boyfriend and killed in Morgan Hill, where I'm from, one of the few homicides they've had there in the last 10 years or so. Okay, her name Marissa is Maria Scrambled, I brought up. And I brought that Mellow Bucks, her name is Mellow. And I'm sure in at least one video I described Maria Mello as having a sexy body, nice breasts, what have you. Okay, but that's not why I liked her. And notice this other person's name is Mellow Racks. It has to do with money, and it also connects to females' breasts, right? And so they're disagreeing over some kind of, celebrity stooge, some kind of puppet, some kind of lemming for the elite that they've allowed to look good to their extreme disgrace. Maybe not look good, but allowed to be famous and try to look good. And both these females, obviously, in the picture, they're not my type, right? They've conformed to cults. They don't love God. They're disassociated, what have you. Now, if you look like them, that doesn't mean you don't have a chance with me. You need to rally and obey God through me and see what happens. Okay, but they're not my type because they've given themselves to the system again and again. They've passed a certain point. There's certain things that work against them. And the reason why I'm pointing this out is so I can make it clear to people that celebrities are no people to try to impress or to try to be like. They have failed miserably in life. The word celebrity is a play on words for Brit, right? Sell, why, Brit. They sold their soul to the British, right, to the English. And the derogatory term for the English is limey, right? And I'm not calling them that, just, And the word limit is a play on words for limey, and the second word, the second part T. The T is a feminine suffix, like in the word bat. Look it up, right? Type in the ancient Egyptian deity Bat, and the T is the feminine suffix. You'll see that is a sound application of that. Just like I've pointed out in the past, the difference between the words sport and spar, right? As the spar with a T, like Spartan, right? Spar and T, right? The T is a feminine suffix instead of the Lord, who's a warrior, who in Isaiah, who in Job, like 36 or 38 or so, tells people to be a man. Right? Says to Job, brace yourself and act like a man, be a man, while he chastises them. So God wants people to be moral, wise, righteous, just, wants them to be manly, wants them to be in his warrior spirit, wants them to obey God through me, the Royal African Falcon, top martial artist, the ideal man of all time, the main point of reference, what have you, the true point of reference. And so when we connect Isaiah 58 to the part in the New Testament where it says, many will call my name, I believe that's Matthew 7, many will call my name and I will not answer them, right? Because they didn't do the right thing, and he calls them evildoers. Christ is a character in the story, and I'm Christ in real life, calls them evildoers, right? Because of what they did, and that connects to Isaiah 58, where he's saying that not can be heard by God, and by default his son, where it matters most, because they're not really fasting. True fasting means doing the right thing, right? Helping the oppressed, okay? But first and foremost, coming into the divine order. I can't stress that enough. If you cannot come into the divine order, your deeds mean nothing. You're just mitigating. You have to obey God through me. The greatest commandment is to love God with all your being. And John 14 and John 15 make it clear that if you don't obey the commands of God, you don't really love God or his son.